Okay, so we have the calculations on simultaneous linear equation. Now, what do we mean by simultaneous linear equation? We will talk about linear equation. We are talking about an equation that has just an unknown variable. Okay, so for instance, if I have an equation like s plus 2 equals to 5, this is a linear equation. Okay, so I'm asking a number that I can add 2 to, that will give me 5, right? Now, this is a linear equation in such a way that I can now get my unknown as taking these 2 over here to have 5 minus 2, which is equals to 3, right? But in this extent, we are looking at 2 unknowns. How can I solve these 2 equations comprises of 2 unknowns together such that I can get the unknowns one after the other? That is what I'm looking at. Now, this is the first equation. I can write it as x plus 2y equals to 5. And the second one as s plus 3y equals to 8. I can now name this as equation 1 and equation 2, right? Now, simultaneous linear equation can be solved in 2 ways. We have substitution method, we have elimination method, right? So in this video, I'll make use of elimination method to solve. Okay, so the next video, I will use substitution method. But this, we are going to solve using elimination method. Okay, so we are going to solve this using elimination method. Okay, using elimination method. Now, let's start. What do I mean by elimination method? Elimination method in the sense that we have 2 unknowns, x and y, right? So I'm going to eliminate x to get y, or I eliminate y to get x. So each of these have to be, be removed in order to get the other one. So in this aspect, it's very much easier for me to remove x so that I can be able to get y. So what I'll just do is to subtract these 2 equations. When I subtract this, we have x minus x is 0, so this is out. Now, 2 minus 3y, 2y minus 3y is going to give me minus y, which is equals to 5 minus 8 will give me minus 3. Interesting. Now, minus can, go out, so that we have that our y is equals to 3. Right. So, since we've gotten our y to be 3, that means we can substitute it in any of the equations. So, substitute in equation 1. Okay, we are going to substitute y as 3 in equation 1 to get x. So, our equation 1 is x plus 2y equals to 5, right? So, since our y we have as 3, we can put it here to get our x. So we have that x plus 2, what is our y? 3 equals to 5, right? So we have that x plus 2 times 3 is 6 equals to 5. Now we make x subject formula. We're going to have that 5 minus, because this plus is crossing this equality sign, changes to negative 6, okay? So we have our x is now equals to minus 1. So we have solved these simultaneous linear equations. We have solved these equations simultaneously to have our y to be 3 and our x to be negative 1. So our answer becomes y equals to 3 and x equals to negative 1. Okay, now let's have a look at another problem here that we have. We said solve 4p plus 3q equals to 10, and 3p plus 2q equals to 7. So we're going to solve this simultaneous linear equation using elimination method as well. Alright, so a solution, we have 4p plus 3q equals to 10, and 3p plus 2q equals to 7. So I can name my equation 1 and equation 2. Now, just like what I said earlier, I said that for us to solve this linear equation simultaneously, we are going to either, we're using elimination method, right? So we are going to either eliminate p to get q or q to get p. So unlike the first example that where it was easier for us to cancel out one of the unknown to look for the other, but in this one, what we are going to do is we are going to, since we want to eliminate p to get q, so we're going to multiply equation 1 by the coefficient of p in equation 2, that is 3, and multiply equation 2 by the coefficient of p in equation 1, that is 4. So this will now make it easier for us to, get two terms like that we cancel, so that we can be able to get the other unknown. So let's multiply. So we have 12p plus, because 3 times 4p gave us 12p, 3 times 3q, we have 9q, equals to 3 times 10, we have 30. The next one, we have 4 times 3p, we have 12p, 4 times 2q, we have 8q, equals to 4 times 7, we have 28. Nice. So let's subtract. We're subtracting the two equations. So this is 12 minus 12p is out. So we have 9q minus 8q will give us q, okay, which is equals to 30 minus 28 will give us what? 2. So we have gotten our q to be 2. Now what is p? We can use from any of the equations, okay? So we can use from equation 1, we are going to substitute q as 2 in equation 1. You can use any of the equations, so I decided to use equation 1. So we have 4p plus 3q equals to 10. So we have 4p plus 3q. What is our q? Since q is 2, so we write 2 here, multiplied by 2 is equals to 10. So we have 4p plus 3 times 2, you have 6, is equals to 10. So we make 4p subject formula. Sorry, try to make p subject formula. So we have that 4p is equals to, this is 10, this is plus 6, crossing this equality sign, change this to minus 6. So you have 4p is equals to 10 minus 6, you have 4. So we divide both sides by 4 with the coefficient of p, so that we can make p subject of the formula. So this cancels, we have that this here is 1, so we have that p is equals to 1. Right, so we have our p to be 1, so hence we have gotten our q as 2 and our p as 1. Okay, so we've gotten the two unknowns, p and q. So our q equals to 2 and our